Hey guys, okay, we're going to be doing the 500 hour front and rear axle gear oil change on this Wacker Neuson WL32. I believe it's a 2019 model. So first thing we're going to do is want to drain the fluid out of this unit. So I'll take you through that here now. I'll show you the plugs you have to take out in order to drain the rear here. So both sides of the machine on the back wheels have a drain plug right there. So for the draining process, you're going to want that in the down position. When you jack up the back of the machine, you can't actually turn, like when you turn the one wheel, the other wheel spins in the reverse direction because of the differential. So you just do one wheel at a time. So I've got the left one with the drain plug down right now. And then also underneath here, you're going to want to remove this plug right here, which is an 8mm hex socket, and that will be your fill port right there. And then there's these plugs at the back of the differential. You're going to have to remove this one right here, and that's a 1/2 inch socket, basically like 1/2 inch square socket. And then that'll be the fill port as well. So this is on the same differential, so there's just a lot of different ones going on here. It's the first time doing this on mine, and I'm going with the factory service manual, so, but for the first time doing it, I am gonna remove the ones they say to remove. So this one, the one in the front there, and I'll show you at the front. The front one's quite a bit easier. Both of them are right at the front of the machine. You're gonna remove the lower one there to drain it, and that'll be the fill port. And then the same, both front wheels have the drain here. So you're going to I'll put the left wheel first down. And then when we go to fill it up, which you can see it right here, it says oil level. We're going to move this back up to this way. So it's like this, and then we'll fill it up to the bottom of the hole. I'm probably not going to show the process of me taking the bolts out because it's kind of in a crappy spot, but I'll show the oil coming out anyway. Okay, so this is the rear end of the rear axle. I'll just show this coming out. And I cleaned out around these plugs beforehand, just with some brake cleaner and some air. So there we go. So we'll let that drip for quite a while, probably leave it for a couple hours, because it's gear oil. It's going to take a while to totally clean itself out. And it'll probably go faster if you took the top plug out too, but we'll just leave it like that for now. Okay, so I just took this plug out of the side here, and that's after I took out the rear bottom and front bottom of the rear axle. And I took this one out, and about, I don't know, a cup full of fluid did come out. So it is imperative that you drain all the plugs that it says to drain in the service manual, the ones we went through earlier. So this oil actually coming out of here was particularly dirty compared to what came out of the middle part of it. So obviously there's just more wear in this area of the axle. So you definitely want to remove all the plugs. So I'm just going to head to this front one. Actually, I'll show you this front one. Okay, so in this front one, you guys can see the oil coming out. It's not too bad, but it's definitely not like super clean. You can see just the finest metal shavings in there. Hey guys, okay, so I put the plugs back in, obviously the drain plugs, and we're just going to fill the front and back axle back up. So front axle takes 3.2 liters, rear axle takes 3.9 liters, so 0.9, 1.0 gallons. SAE 90 GL5. Can't find SAE 90, but the equivalent would be, ADW 90, which I'm using here. It's GL5 rated. This basically just means it'll be a little bit better in colder weather with the 80, and then it'll be 90 when it's at operating temperature. So this stuff will be good. I got this little pump, which is kind of handy. It's like 10 bucks. I get it for all the oil bottles I use when we're doing gear oil. Just makes it a lot easier. You just pump it to fill it. So I'm going to start with the front. I'll try to show as much of this as I can, but it's pretty straightforward. Like, there's the, hopefully you can see there, I got the top plug out, bottom one's in. I'm gonna fill it up till oil comes out of the bottom of that plug. And then you're gonna wanna make sure both sides are filled up. So this is in the wrong position here, but let me just show you the other side. So I mean, it's got the plug out right here, and you can see this line says oil level. So I'm gonna fill up both sides up to this level right here when the wheel's in this position. So I'll start with the right here, obviously. So the middle, the right, and then I'll do the left, and then at the back, it's the same procedure. The only difference with the back is you've got that those additional two ports right there. Hopefully you guys can see that. Where are we there? Yeah, right there. So the bottom one, top one, I'm gonna put the plug in the bottom one and fill it up to the top when it's spilling out. And it'll be the same thing for the back axles. And then you're good to go. So I'll show as much of that as I can. But other than that, guys, that's how you change the axle fluid in these machines.